Okay, so on to now expanding. This question here, sorry, I was looking at the recording. Expand and simplify. So here you're expanding two brackets, but just this time you've got three terms in the first bracket and you've got more than one variable in some of the terms. That's fine. We'll deal with it one step at a time, but you approach it in the same way as before. Begin by multiplying the first term with the first term of the second bracket. So 4 times by 7 will give you 28. You've then got x times by x, which is x squared, and you've got y, and there's no y over here, so it's just going to be y left over, and that's it. That is your first term. You then go 4xy, and you times it by positive x squared, and it's effectively 4 times by 1, so it's going to be plus 4. X times by x squared is x cubed, so plus 4 x cubed, and y times by, there's no y here, so you just leave it as y over there, done. That's your second term. We then go on to plus 3x squared, and we times by each of the terms in the second bracket, so plus 3 times by 7 is plus 21. We've got x times by x, which will give you x squared, and y squared times by, there's no y here, okay, so you just leave it as y squared. We then go on to plus 3xy squared, and we times it by positive x squared. So we've got plus 3 times by 1 effectively, which will just be plus 3. You've got x times by x squared, which is x cubed, okay, and then you've got y squared times by nothing, which is just y squared. Good. Okay, then on to the final part, which is looking at this minus 2 and timesing it through by, first of all, the 7x minus 2y times by 7x, or minus 2 times by 7 is minus 14. You've got the x and you've got the y left over. I've written x first because of alphabetical order. You've then got minus 2y times by x squared, which is going to be, well, minus 2 times by plus 1 is minus 2. You've then got x squared, and then you've got the y left over. And that's it. So what you've done here is you've expanded. You've now got to simplify it, which just means collecting up the terms that are like. Now this one, just looking at a little bit more carefully, what do we have here? So I've got x squared y. Have I got any more of those? I do. So I've got 28 x squared y at the start, and also I've got minus 2 x squared y at the end. Okay, there we go. I've got x cubed y. Any more of those? No. I think, looking at it, y squared, y, x cubed. That looks like it to me. Okay, so that's actually the only two terms we can combine, because, for example, this one here and this one, they look similar, they're not. You've got x cubed in both, which is useful, but you've got y and y squared, they're different, so you can't simplify there. So overall, we're going to go to, if we simplify 28x squared y minus 2x squared y, that's going to go to 26x squared y, done. So these two, done, and then done. And then you just write out the other terms. So we've then got plus 4 x cubed y, done, plus 21 x squared y squared, done, plus 3 x cubed y squared, done, and then minus 14 x y. And that is actually, it looks pretty messy, doesn't it? But that is your answer. You can't simplify any further. Now, in terms of writing things in like a descending order with the highest power first, probably I could have written maybe this one first, because you've got the highest power of x and then the highest power of y, but really it doesn't actually affect your answer. So I'm going to just keep it as this over here, and this is my answer. I can't simplify any further. That's it. And just so you are aware, the terms can go in any order. Addition, the order doesn't matter. Like if you have 3 plus 4 and 4 plus 3, it's the same thing. It's the same thing with this up here. The order in which you're writing it won't matter. Okay. So this is it. Now on to this question on the next video. Thank you.